Hello, in this video we will talk about the story and the structure of the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. Actually, in a nutshell, the story of the poem is about the adventures of two knights. The first one is the hero of the poem, that is called The Knight in the Panther Skin, that is Tariel. And the second one is Aftandil, that is the commander of the Arab armies. And the story can be divided into two parts. The first part is Aftandil's quest for Tariel, the titular knight in the Panther Skin. He is called Knight in the Panther Skin. And the second part is Aftandil's quest for the standard John, Tariel's love. So we start with the first part, that is the search for Tariel. The king of Arabia, Rostevan, has no sons and confers the kingship on his only daughter, the beautiful and wise Tinatin. She has a tender affection for Aftandil, the knight and commander-in-chief of Rostevan's armies. One day, Aftandil challenges King Rostevan to a hunting competition. After 3 days of shooting game, they encounter a knight crying by a river. He is dressed in a panther skin and kills the slaves sent by the king to contact him, then disappears. Rostevan sends parties across the world to search for the mysterious knight, but becomes disheartened when he fails to find him. Okay, Tinatin asks Aftandil to find the strange knight in 3 years, promising him her hand in marriage in return. After 2 years and 9 months of searching, Aftandil finds the knight in the panther skin, hiding in a cave, with only a maiden for company. His name is Tariel, son of King Saridan, who has the 7th kingdom of India. He had served as heir to King Parsedan, king of the other 6 kingdoms of India, for many years before falling in love with Parsedan's daughter, Nestan Darajan. Tariel wages war with the Katavians to earn the favor of Nestan, but is dismayed to learn that she has already been promised to Khwarazmian prince. Tariel couldn't bear the idea of her marriage and at Nestan's request, he killed the suitor. The princess was placed on a boat and set adrift on the seas. Despite Tariel's lengthy search for his love, he couldn't find her. Later, he met Nuruddin Pridon, ruler of Mulgazanzar, who told him that Nestan was alive but trapped on a distant boat. Tariel retired to a cave to live in wilderness with Asmat, the former servant and messenger of Nestan. Moved by this story, Aftandil promises his friendship and brotherhood to Tariel and agrees to help him find his love, Nestan Darajan. Aftandil returns home to Arabia and tells Tinatin the story of Tariel. Against King Rostevan's wishes, he returns to his new friend, Tariel, of course. So we finished with the first part of the story. The second part is the search for Nestan Darajan, that is Tariel's beloved. So Aftandil then leaves Tariel to go to the kingdom of Pridon, where he doesn't hear anything new about Nestan. Continuing his quest, he arrives in the city of Gulansharo. He meets Patman, the wife of the chief Hussein, who falls in love with him. Aftandil, sensing she knows the fate of Nestan, succumbs to Patman's seduction. She tells him she has been keeping Nestan at her place, and as Nestan was promised to the king's son, she helped her escape, but in her flight, Nestan was abducted by Kaji, the demon king. Aftandil then returns home to Pridon and to the cave of Tariel, and later all three friends decide to go to the country of Kaji with an army of 300 men to find and deliver Nestan. When she is released, all return to Arabia, where King Rostevan forgives Aftandil his flight and breaking the king's order. They all celebrate the marriage of the latter with the king's only daughter, Tinatin. They then leave for India, where Tariel marries his love Nestan. Pridon also returns to his homeland, and the three friends reign happily with prosperity and generosity in their respective realms. So we finished with the story of the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. In the next step, I will talk about the structure of the poem. Actually, I will talk about the structure of the syllables of the poem. Actually, every line of the poem consists of 16 syllables. The poem has about 7,000 lines, and every line consists of exactly 16 syllables. And the second thing is that the structure of every 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It depends on the pace of the poem. That is to say, the poem could be in a fast pace or in a slow pace. What is fast pace? Fast pace is when things that happened along a long period of time. So when in the stanza we have things that happened for a long period of time, then the pace of the story is fast. Because in one stanza you have things that happened for a long period of time, therefore the pace of the poem is fast. And what is slow pace? Slow pace is when the poet, for example, quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. When someone talks, he talks at a certain time, so the things happen at a certain period of time. Therefore, when you have a quote in a stanza, then the pace is slow. Okay? So when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay? When things happen, when you have the stanza, things that happened for a long period of time, then the pace of the stanza is fast, and then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming, the poem has a rhyming in the last word in each line, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables on the last word at the line. Okay, so I repeat again, when we are talking about fast pace, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming will be on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Okay? And the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. Okay, so I will give you an example of repeating on the last 6 letters of the last word. So here we have stanza number 2 from the poem, and here you can see those 6 letters. The poet repeats on those 6 letters that are Tanisa. Okay, Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. So here in stanza number 2 we have repetition on 6 letters of the last word in each line. The word itself is more than 6 letters in each line, but he repeats only on 6 letters of the last word in each line. And the 6 letters that he repeats on are those 6 letters. Ta, ni, sa. It is 6 letters, as you can see. So I'll read the stanza. Merto, erto, shen, shekmen, sahre, oblisa, tanisa. Here, tanisa, the 6 letters that the poet repeats. Then we have the second line is of the second stanza is Shen damipare, tzleva metz dat gul vat me satanisa. Again, the word itself is satanisa, but he repeats only on the last 6 letters. That is tanisa. Those 6 letters. And then in the third line we have Momets midnurta survili sigdidme kasatanisa. So the last word consists of 10 letters, but he repeats only on the last 6 letters, that is tanisa. Okay, and in line number 4 we have Sodvata Shesubukeba Mun Tana Tasatanisa. Again, the last word is Tasatanisa. 2, 4, 6. It consists of 10 letters, but it repeats only on the last 6 letters, that is Tanisa. So in each line, the poet repeats on the 6 letters that are Tanisa. Okay, so the poet repeats on at least 3 letters of the last word in each line. Okay, here he repeats on the 6 letters, but we have also repetition on 4 letters or 5 letters and so on. Okay, thank you very much.